So we are. Let me get to. So how y'all doing today?
Doing
Pretty
well.
good. Pretty good.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good. Who wants to do the recap for last week? Let's see here. Let's go with Chris.
Right, I wasn't here.
You weren't. That's right. Good call. All right. A
Oz
key.
hasn't done it in a while.
Oh, that is right. Oz. You know what? Screw it. Oz.
You bitch!
Oz, my man.
So, if I can remember now. We took a job from the Hall of Justice, right? Yeah. To get rid of, I don't remember the name of the thing. But it turns out they accidentally came out of another dimension, or another plane. And with the help of another adventurer, a silver dragonborn, we managed to cross the portal, sending him back, and his slaves to, or higher party members, quote unquote. I'm trying to think because I'm doing business at the same time. It tried to like uncover or make us or reveal something about us, like a deep dark secret.
How about this? I got you covered on this one. So you guys took a job to go down to the sewers to figure out what's been killing people as they've been going down there, and to get rid of whatever's happening. Upon going down there, you find that there are actually abelisks residing here within the sewers. So you talk with the abolists, and you make a deal with them that you will try to find a way home for them, as long as they don't do anything murdery-y. So you guys leave, and as Aki is sitting there watching the gate, there's actually a black dragonborn that comes in, roughs his way in, muscling past Aki. Aki and Lyndon both end up trying to stop him, but he just kind of is like, nah. Upon Lyndon's further trying to stop the advance of this group of people, he almost kills Lyndon and gets through anyways. You guys, he learns that the people that he's with is actually people that he's trying to get to the other side as well. And you tell him where the portal that you have found a key. And he gets you guys there. He reopens the portal. You find out that something major had come through. You're not quite sure what. You manage to get it open, and as you go to the as you kind of continue to explore this cave, you find a freshborn demon of some kind. You're not quite sure exactly what it was, but it reminds Oz of a Quasit and a Maul demon. But upon provocation from Lyndon, as Tithe was calming it down and getting it on your guys' side, it attacks Lyndon, and then a fight breaks out. You guys almost die a few times, but managing to kill the demon where it stands. And you leave. You hit the bathhouse, clean up, go get paid from the job. You meet a giant bugbear that seems to be the payout person. Tithe and heads to the Silverleaf Alchemy shop and interacts with the drow female that works the shop. Aki and Arthur finally stop Sam Dianing it and finally get it on, as everybody knew they would. And I believe we ended with you guys. Oh, whoa! Nope, shut up. 1 second. Yeah, well, Arthur actually had gone off on his own to the Adventure Guild prior to you guys, and then you guys were actually heading to the Adventurers Guild as well. So we're going to pick up with you guys heading to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
Alright. So, is there anything that you guys want to do before you reach the guild?
Like how, like are we on, like where are we in the city compared to the guilds? The whole Justice before there?
Yes, the Hall of Justice is in the middle of the city. The Adventurers Guild is more towards the docks. It's this building here.
All right. Does the whole of Justice like happen to have like a priest or a cleric or something?
No, but there are a number of temples and churches around as well.
To the judge in the Hall of Justice.
Sorry?
So there's nothing devoted to the judge in the Hall of Justice.
No, it seems to be more devoted to Helm.
All right. So if it's not too much of a detour, Lyndon wants to go to a cleric or whatever temple.
All right, and what are you looking to do?
He wants to do like a confessional sort of thing.
Okay. So, just for sake of brevity, we can say that you do that. And, you guys...
He's trying to, like, sort of talk, feeling that he's a bit guilty. Feels like he acted too rash and too black and white, attacking something just because it's a demon. Demon means bad when there's a chance of redemption for it. And he feels maybe by doing that might have caused something worse to happen.
Give me a D100 roll.
All right.
Smited by God.
You don't feel anything around you, and the lack of response seems a little weird. But there doesn't seem to be any response from him.
Wait, from the cleric?
No, from your god, from the judge.
Sorry, I thought I was just talking to the cleric.
All right. So, you end up getting out of there, and you guys head towards the Adventurers Guild. And you guys were coming here to look for a new job? Or what were you guys coming here to do?
Well, are we going to report what we did in the sewers?
Well, that wasn't through the Adventurers Guild. That was through the city. And
right.
If you remember, the Adventurers Guild keeps the city jobs and the Adventurers Guild jobs separate. And you had already gotten paid for the for the sewer job.
We asked them if they have any sort of like medium, not too high risk jobs at the moment.
So as you walk in, there seems to be a decent gathering here within the hall, and there's low level chatter amongst 3 or 4 groups, and there's a whole bunch of solo adventurers there, kind of intermingling with each other. They seem to be grouping up and finding people to fill in spots that they seem to be missing. And as you guys walk in, the chatter is still going on loud, and the board is oddly clear for it being midday. And as you kind of like approach the counter, the lady behind the counter, the human, raises her hand and goes, "Just wait a moment, and there'll be an announcement soon."
Well, I guess there's nothing left to do except just stand around and wait.
So you're not gonna talk with anybody? You're just gonna...
Nah, fuck him.
Wait around. What does everyone look like?
Everybody here, they seem to be well-armed adventurers like yourself. The main group that seems to be kind of... there's 3 main groups that seem to be kind of helming the front out of these 4 groups. And as you're looking at them, they're in really, really nice armor. The first group appears to be either comprised of all orcs and half-orcs. The second group is a mix of dwarves and gnomes. And the third group is a group of lizard folk and of merfolk.
Are there any like insignias or something that I can recognize?
Give me a perception check.
Right.
So as you're kind of like looking around, you actually see their plates. They have these rather large plates on the like on their shoulders or on their breasts somewhere, and they actually seem to be platinum ranks, which is the highest rank within the guild.
Okay. Now relay this information to the others.
Seems like a bunch of hot shots, if you ask me.
They got them fancy shoulders.
But better not let them hear that.
I shout, I say, hey, you got some fancy shoulders.
No.
Are you just shouting this in general, or are you shouting this to one of the
I'm
groups?
going to immediately pretend I don't know him. I'm gonna.
I'm going to shout at the guys that have fancy shoulders.
So that would be the
10
orcs
minutes.
and the half orcs, and they seem to be the biggest, bulkiest of all of them. And they and you can physically hear their armor clattering as they turn around and look at you, and they look at your armor and they look you up and down and go, "Right, you got nice shoulders too. It's rather fancy armor you're wearing there." And you see one of the biggest guy. He's about 7'2". He's a big, bulky guy, about 350 pounds of pure muscle. And you can see him lean in. He's got this giant greatsword on his back, and it looks like he's actually just wearing like it looks like he's just wearing commoner's clothes, but he's got these like really nice like metal pauldrons accenting his armor. And he leans in and goes, What is an iron rank doing with armor like that?
Well, see, we kind of got it from this dungeon of sorts, and I decided to put it on, and now it's just kind of stuck on me, you know. I like it. It works nice.
Well, it
Not
looks
that I
nice. And he looks at the rest of the people, kind of gathered around. He goes, "You're the leader of this group, I assume."
You could say that, of sorts.
Well, and he's looking at you guys. You guys are still pretty beaten and battered from the fight that you had earlier that day with the demon. And Galreth looks fresh and new because he wasn't actually there at the fight. And he goes, "Well, it looks like the rest of your crew got beat up except for you. Good job."
Well, you know, I'm just good like that, you know. But they do their best. They do their best.
Looks like it.
Stinky lizard.
And he's kind of like got his hands on his side. It's like very anime stylish as he's leaning in, kind of
Oh
like
my
looking
God.
at you guys. And all these guys, like he takes off like this hat that he's been wearing. You can see that he's actually completely clean shaven, bald through and through. And as you're getting a better look as the mask and the helmet come off, you can actually tell that he is a full orc, the tusks, the whole nine. He's got these tusks that protrude like 3 to 4 inches out of his face, and these really pointy ears and these jet black eyes. And he goes, "Well, hopefully you don't die doing whatever they call to action this is. It would be great to get to know you better."
Yes.
I
You as well.
subconsciously touch my tusks because they're so small
Oh, man.
compared to his.
He looks at you and goes, "There's no shame in small tusks. It's how you use them, not the length."
No.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And as this conversation finishes up, you hear this ding 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 ding. It's really soft sounding, but it's heard throughout the room. And as you guys kind of like look up to see where this came from, standing behind this desk is this older human male. He's got short, crew cut black hair with a touch of gray kind of throughout it, and this nice trimmed beard, and it's got 2 gray stripes right down the center of it. You see that he's got an eye patch on and a scar over the other eye, and the tip of his left ear is actually missing. He's in the city armor, but it's got all this like adornments and medals, and he's got like this giant sash around the front, and he's got this really ornate hilted sword, and he goes, "All right, so that's all we got for the adventurers' call." And the clerk behind the counter, the girl shakes her head. "Well, I suppose this'll do. All right, gentlemen, you're in this typically for one reason, and that reason is money." And everybody else kind of, yeah. Well, it seems like... Sorry, this voice is... Well... Yeah, heavy smoker. He's been smoking for like 50 some odd years. This guy's like 60 years old. He's been smoking since he was 10, you know. and he just chain smokes them too. He goes through like 6-7 packs a day. He's actually smoking. Sorry.
Like some full-on cigars.
Yeah.
Logs.
He's actually smoking while he's talking. He's just got like a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he's got a cigar hanging out the other side.
Pipe up his nose.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But, alright. Well, this one's actually from the country itself. Whether you take it or not's up to you. They're looking to conscript warriors for the mounting attack that they're about to send across the border, and they need all capable hands to fight. Now, I know we're not supposed to take sides in this war, but there's also a call to action on the other side of the border as well. They both pay about the same, and whichever side you want to fight on is completely up to you. However, if you're seen fighting on one side, then obviously you're not going to be welcome to the other side. The pay is actually contracted throughout your stay. It's going to run about 2 months, and in total, each person's going to get about 150 gold when all said and done. That's if you survive. If you don't survive, your money shall be sent to your next of kin or your other party adventure members if you're in a group. So, if you have interest in this, or if you wish to have more information, there's actually and he points over, one of the army's captains right over there, and he will have more information to you. This was a sponsored post, obviously, and if you don't wish to take it, that's quite all right. However, if you do wish to take it and you come back alive after the 3 months, you will be automatically up to ranked as well. Alright, that's all. Thank you all for showing up.
This has been sponsored by Casper Mattresses. And me Undies.
Sponsored by Big Tobacco.
Camel Cool.
You just don't sound like a full-on commercial.
And he gets down off the counter, and you see the three big groups kind of talking amongst themselves, and the dwarven group kind of steps and goes, "Right, what the fuck was that? Usually these call to meetings are about something big like a Tarrasque or something like that needs to be taken up for the good society. This was some bullshit and a waste of my time." And he looks at the older gentleman and goes, "Next time you call one of these and you want us to be here, make sure it's worth something our time." And the dwarven and the gnome group stomp out, and the Tritons and the lizard folk soon follow. The orcs and the half-orcs are kind of there still conversing.
Well, I'd say we get the orcs' opinion. Wouldn't hurt. Yay, nay.
So you're walking up to the orcs?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you walk up to the orcs and they kind of look at you and go, Oh, you're with the big Dragonborn, aren't you?
I'm actually the leader myself, but I like to let him boost his ego from time to time. It keeps him fighting right up front.
Give me a persuasion check.
God damn it.
It's gonna be trash.
Oh my God.
He looks at you. He looks at you and goes, "Uh-huh. Right. What can I do for you?"
Anyways, we were wanting to know your opinion on this task that we have been assigned, should we choose to accept it.
And they all kind of like quickly whisper to each other again, like, honestly, this is kind of a bullshit task for higher ranks like us. Lower ranked adventurers like yourself, this would probably be a good opportunity to pass through the rank rather quickly, because those beginning ranks are rather hard to move through unless you do something big and distinctive. 2-3 months is honestly super quick if you're looking to pass through the ranks. So, I would probably take it if I was in your shoes, but adventure higher ranks like us, this really isn't worth our time.
Well, fair enough. I thank you for your advice, and we maybe shall see each other in the future.
Well, wish you the best luck out there. Don't go getting yourselves killed. And they actually exit the adventuring hall.
I relay to the team that we can move really fucking fast through the ranks if we do this, and couldn't hurt to take the job. Well, it could hurt. It could get us killed, but that's besides the point.
Well, after facing all the monsters that we faced, I'm pretty sure a war won't be too bad.
Lynn's like, I'd rather not take sides in a war that I'm not well informed on.
No, I'm going to die anyway, so.
We're all going to die. Why not die in a blaze of glory?
Fighting a war we don't care about.
Heck yeah.
So we're doing it?
Well,
Sure. It's a good chance.
Sure, why not?
So,
It's something to do.
Let's go to war. Shoot.
so as you guys approach the captain, he's a younger fellow, early 30s, and he's in like this really like a navy, like an admiral's blue and gold encrusted armor. Which you've seen the Town's Guard wear. It's something similar, but this is different. And as you approach, it's another human male, and he goes, "Oh, hello. Are you interested in joining up for the army then?"
Yes.
Well, it'll be 150 for each person that signs up. That is, if you survive. Immediately, we'll need to get you guys sent into training of some sort, which will be due south of here. You'll probably spend a few weeks down there, and then we'll ship you off. And he's kind of like looking over a paper, and he goes, "If you have interest in signing up," and he pulls out a few sheets. Sign these papers here with your real name and what you're good at. And where you're currently staying, or if you have a house here, your address, and we'll send somebody to get in contact with you more about the information to be had.
Alright then. And I'm gonna sign up my name and write my proficiency at spellcasting.
Yeah, it does. So are all of you signing it, or are some of you?
Lynn's deciding if Oz does it, he'll do it.
I'm doing it.
Alright, I guess I'll do it. Thank you.
Yeah, fuck the dragon scale of power. We don't need that. We're gonna go fight this war.
we can get around to
Well,
it.
we can kill God if we have shitty gear that costs nothing. So never get money.
So are all of you signing up? Or
Yeah. And you know you can't get killed if you're already dead. So yeah.
all right.
And the key's gonna fill out the paperwork for Tithe and Arthur to the best of his knowledge.
Yeah, Arthur takes his sheet himself and he fills it out.
Oh,
Yeah, he's with you guys. And as he's signing, he leans over and goes, "Are you sure this is the smartest idea, sir?"
no, but
We made 100 gold in one afternoon.
what's a little wartime, Arthur? That was the most glorious time back in the olden days.
He looks at you and he goes, "War's changed since then, sir. War's changed."
War.
War never changes.
Silly Arthur. War never changes.
He looks at you and he kind of just rolls his eyes and he sees you filling it out, so he fills it out too. And as he's doing, I totally forgot. As he's doing this, the captain of the guard looks at him, or the captain here looks at him and sees the symbol that he keeps around his neck, and he goes, "Right, what the fuck are you doing here?" And Arthur raises his hands and goes, "Yeah, this might not have been the best idea, sir." And he tries to tuck away this emblem that he's been wearing. And the guard's like, No. Are you some kind of spy?" And he goes, No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Lyndon wants to investigate what's going on.
So, I mean, you're not too sure what's going on quite yet. And,
Can I make an insight check?
I mean, there's really not much to be gained, but sure. I mean, like I said, there's not much to be gained. The captain of the guard is yelling at Arthur for something that he had around his neck. And
I'll stand by just in case something happens.
yeah. And Arthur has his hands raised, and you can kind of see his hand kind of twitching. He goes, and the captain goes, "Don't reach for it, son." And Arthur goes, "Ha ha! Me, your son. I'm 2 times older than you are, you little brat." And the captain puts his hand on his weapon. "What did you call me?" And Arthur kind of grits his teeth and goes, and you can see this as you're kind of looking at him. You see this fire kind of start burning in his eyes. And he goes, "You know what? Shove it up your ass." He crumbles up the paper, throws it on the ground, and walks out.
Well, then, if Arthur does it, I'm gonna not do my papers either.
Well, I guess we're not going into the military.
So, are you guys all leaving the hall after him?
Yeah.
As you guys leave, Arthur's, you can see him storming away down the street.
I follow.
Yeah, he's gonna go after him.
As you guys follow, he turns around, he sees you guys, and he slows his pace a little bit and goes, "Right, sorry about that, sir."
Well, now what exactly happened back there? Because I am out of the loop.
Well, it would seem, and he takes out this pendant that he's been wearing, and as you're looking at it, it's this gold circle that has this giant kind of phoenix right in the center of it. This giant orange and red phoenix, and
the same symbol on the shield.
No, his shield actually is just like a basic Masonic kind of look.
But doesn't my shield have a phoenix on it?
This is something different. Yours does have a phoenix, but yours is more of just a design because it shoots fireballs, whereas this is clearly an emblem of some sort. And so it's got the phoenix wings, and you can actually see it kind of breathing out fire out to the right side. And as you're kind of looking at it, you see it shimmering ever so slightly with this faint tint of blue. And he goes, "This right here, this is from when I was in the army, sir. This right here is the Phoenix Legion's emblem. We fight on the side of pretty much whoever the highest bidder is, but last highest bidder was Luscatima, and, well, we kind of fucked up some Alafrance bases. And we kind of made it known it was us."
And during this entire process of the man announcing the job, us talking to the recruiter, us discussing this, you didn't find it pertinent to tell us about this.
Well, I didn't think a young guy like himself would know anything about it. This happened 30 years ago. He himself barely seemed more than a pup.
You're my type of guy, Arthur. I like you.
Thank you, Galbraith. I didn't think he knew what it meant. No one else here seems to know. Seems to be a long-forgotten instance in this long, bloody history. So I didn't even think about hiding it.
Well, I suppose it's in the past now. We can go retrieve the scale instead of...
Well, if you're still wanting to move through the ranks, he undoes the little pouch, and he puts up on his shoulder like a silver plaque, which is actually above iron, and he goes, "I been holding out on something else, sir."
Martha, what's next? You're going to tell me you're a wizard?
I'm a
No, no, I'm not a wizard. I've just, in terms of age knowledge, I'm older than you.
What?
I know more about this current world than probably any of you do. I've been across it 3 or 4 times now and fought on both sides of the conflict.
Arthur, how old are you?
65, sir.
Fuck, I've been fucking an old man.
You're older than he is by like 1,200 years.
Yeah, but in debt the entire time trying to account.
Yeah, you're 1,200 years old or something like that. You're an old man.
now look.
But he is a good-looking older guy, you know, kind of like a Rob Lowe kind of older looking, you know, like very well kept. Sorry?
Silver Fox.
Yeah. Like like when you see him going down the street, you go, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah."
Okay. Well, this is a
Yeah. Arthur's robbing the cradle.
Oh my god.
well, this is certainly a interesting turn of events. I'm not going to hold it against you for holding out on us. However, I would like to make it known that you should be completely open at all times, Arthur.
Well, I don't think I've hidden anything from you so far, sir. You've just never asked.
God damn it, I hate when you're right.
I typically am, sir. Yeah, I posted his picture in Discord. In the memes.
So, out of character here, would that silver plate or plaque or whatever like bump us all up to silver, or just
him, but he is able to get silver jobs.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe we just send Arthur in there to buy stuff. No soliciting to minors.
No soliciting to lower ranks.
Oh, and he's got the biggest dick.
Schlong.
Yeah.
Gun.
Technically, it's a two-handed weapon with reach.
Well, I suppose that we can now use your silver rank to
Counterweight.
just more.
That's how he strikes so hard. Like when he leans back for a strike, that's what he's using for the momentum. Yeah, he's using that for momentum.
Master of the pole vault.
Actually, I did do a full backstory and everything for Arthur, so he's fully
Nice.
integrated into everything. He's not just some NPC that you managed to get. You get a look at his leg, and that's not a foot. His leg is actually cut off at the knee. What's in the boot? Sorry. All right.
He's all leg, boy.
Oh my god.
No wonder he wince every time you take a step.
Let's just move on.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh shit. Anyways, listen,
Definitely
actually,
not getting a partnership after this D&D session.
actually,
Troy TOS.
I've got a surprise for you guys. When I left you guys, when you guys were down in the sewer, and he reaches into another pouch around his belt, and he goes, "All right, hold out your hands."
Candy.
And he puts a silver plate into each one of your hands.
Oh.
Oh snap.
I have some weight around here, and told them about your deeds, and they believed you guys the first time, but I actually demoted myself 2 ranks, and so I could promote all of you.
So, you were platinum?
Gold.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, Arthur. Alright, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh.
Mad respect.
Well, let's go get some more jobs before we can accumulate some more gold and then head out to the scale. Because Daddy needs a new magic item.
So, as you guys begin to make your way back to the Adventurers Guild, this older woman, maybe mid to late 40s, comes rushing up to you guys. She goes, "Can you help me?"
What's wrong?
Oh, pardon. My boys, they've gone missing. And a lot of the... I don't know what happened to them. They were out, and they haven't returned in 3 days, and I can't find them anywhere.
We'll find them. They're probably hanging out in a creepy manor or something.
Where were they last seen?
Well, I don't... And she's kind of like stuttering over her words. And she goes, "I'm sorry, it's been 3 days. Last time I saw them was down in the rucksacks." The rucksacks, as you guys have come to learn throughout your stay here, is the poorer part of town. Not very well kept, not very well guarded. Essentially, the area that you don't go to unless you really, really have to for some reason. And when you're there, you defend yourself. Because ain't no guards coming to help.
I'd like to
We'll find
make
them for you, don't worry.
an insight just to make sure she's not lying.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an insight.
Yep.
Me too.
If I can find it. There it is.
Nope.
Oh.
She appears to be telling you the truth.
Okay, well, I suppose we can check it out, ma'am. Don't you worry your head.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't expect anything less from Silver Adventurers, but I don't have much in the way of coin.
What was that?
It's alright. You don't need payment for this. We'll find them for you.
Thank you so much.
Alright. Good, shall we go?
Well, I have absolutely zero spell slots remaining. Unless this is more dangerous than just using cantrips, then I don't think it'd be safe.
I don't imagine, we're gonna be facing like a demon or anything. It's just a ghetto.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
At
Do
this
you have
point,
hot spots?
we found demon in the sewer, so.
Yeah, but that was underground.
And technically, he was being friendly to you guys, and he was ready to go with you until Lyndon kept on hitting him with shit, and then he had enough of it. He was like, "Oh hell no!" So,
Is there an inn or something in the way?
yeah, there's an inn near the Adventurers Guild actually,
Well, the long rest is only technically 8 hours.
and it's midday right
Yeah.
now.
Why don't we go there at night? Isn't that the smart idea?
I
Obviously.
love a
let's go.
good night yeet.
Well, a key has advantage when we're at night.
No, my crossbow broke.
Just the drawstring on it.
Yeah.
Can we try and fix it somewhere? On the blacksmith?
Well, Oz, you can recover all your spells on a short rest.
Or a mending cantrip if any of you have mending could repair it.
I have Smith's tools. Can I fix it?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
What do you
You should be able to just click on it.
Yeah, but what attribute do you want to do it with? Like Dex?
For this one, yeah, because you're trying to repair a string. So, luckily, it was just the drawstring on it. Well, Aki, do you let him do this? Sorry, probably should have asked first.
No, Ryan. I fucking hit him with the crossbow. Yes, I let him.
Alright.
Well,
So,
I wouldn't surprised.
so it takes you the better half of 2 hours as you're sitting there kind of fiddling with it. You got these big, giant metal claws from your armor, and you're trying to do these fine movements. So it takes you the better half of 2 hours, but you managed to get a new string installed on it.
Not.
Here you go, bud.
Not us offer quick rests or anything.
If you would like to take a short rest during this, everybody but Galreth can.
Alright.
Okay, but I don't
Let's say.
and I don't have spells out, so a short rest would do nothing to me at this point.
It will help me.
We can
Well,
do
they've been missing for 3 days.
have the energy at this point after his big screw up.
Well, they've been dead for, well, not dead, missing for 3 days, so a few hours won't be too much.
They can wait a little bit longer.
Exactly. Can we take a long rest instead?
Yeah, if you guys want to. It's about like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and
Well, that'll mean we'll be done around 8. I mean,
give or take
10.
10. Yeah. So you guys go and get a room. They see your silver placards. It's only 2 silver for a room for each one of you, or unless you guys are wanting to bunk up. And how you guys bunking? You guys getting separate rooms or?
I should bunk it for a bit, so no. Yeah, just for a bit, not like a whole night.
They still have to
So,
charge you for the room though.
Yeah, it's fine.
I completely forgot that me and Arthur get a long rest. in
Oh, yeah.
the Bathhouse, so.
Yeah, you and Arthur did.
Yeah, you did.
That's right.
That's what the private rooms get you. Is well that, and they also had a few more relaxing moments. But yeah, the bathhouse. If you pay for the private room, which was like, what was it, 1.5 gold,
I don't know.
something like that. It's essentially a long rest, but it's done in 2 hours compared to 8.
How much is the long rest in the bathhouse?
1.5 gold.
So.
I mean, I can pay for it.
Silver?
Yeah, 50 silver. 1 gold, 50 silver.
I can afford the gold, not the silver.
Mathematicals.
Alright, so you guys going to the inn, or you guys going to the bathhouse?
Yeah, the
So
bathroom.
they have like oils to repair my bark.
So, you guys shower up, clean up, relax, and and all that, and you guys head back out. It's now about an hour or two before dusk, and you guys start making your way down to the rucksacks. And which is actually down here at the docks. It's this neighborhood here. And just before you guys hit the gates to that part of town, there seems to be a man. There's a dwarven man with animal cages just filled with all sorts of different animals. And he goes, "Hey, you look like a traveling group. How about a new pet? We got some good ones here. We just got them in."
Hellhound puppies?
We do have 1 or 2 puppies, yes.
Well, I guess I can get someone for Teethay to make up for,
No.
I don't know who the Seathays is, but I know that they would appreciate this one. And he goes to one of the cages and he pulls out this cute little Dalmatian puppy, big round eyes and oversized paws. And
Can I do some detect good and evil to see if it's like a fiend or anything?
The most evil one for Tifa.
It's an archdemon.
it's actually the mother of the demon down below, and just boom.
Kills us.
Can I use detect good and evil?
I mean, do you have a spell slot for it?
Didn't I just take the long rest?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can.
Alright, so does it activate my detect good and evil, or is it just a regular dog?
It's just a regular dog.
Alright. This probably won't do Teethay justice.
There's also a black lab, a yellow lab, twin huskies, and Malamute.
And none of these are, like, fiends.
Correct, they're all dogs. Highly suspect.
I don't like them that much.
Oh, and a Bernese Mountain Dog.
She does need a mount.
So yeah, Lyndon, as you realize that they're not actually fiends, says that Teethay won't make a good pet for Teethay.
He looks at you and goes, "Yeah, they're dogs."
I still want one.
He probably needs something a bit more exotic.
Which one do you want, my man?
I want the
The Dalmatian?
The spotty one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one right here. He will run you 50 silver. He's a good little lad, and he scratches the top, and the dog's tongue flops out. Big old grin on its face. Begins to lick the dwarf. And he holds out. Clearly a boy. And he holds out his hand for the money. Do you buy him, Xander?
I'll call you. Yeah.
Alright, so you plop this over in his hand, and he hands you the dog, and the dog looks up at you and begins to lick your face and tries clawing at your shoulder, trying to get up on your arm.
Oh, I'll call you Spot.
Oh, I was melting.
Yeah, he's saying, "Oh my god, this guy's stupid."
I was melting.
Would you like any more? We got some. We actually we got these 2 twins here, brother and sister, and these are the huskies.
Just get all the dogs. No, just kidding.
Heck, doggos.
No.
There we go.
Find something more exotic.
If you're looking for something more exotic, I could probably get something in the next day or 2. What are you looking for?
Something from the 9 hells.
I can do a ferret.
Close enough.
A ferret from the Nine Hills? Like a ferret that's fire?
Ferrets are pretty evil. I think Teethay would like them.
Have you ever met a ferret? They're evil.
How much would it
How much would it
cost?
cost?
The ferret, if you're just looking for a regular ferret, it'll be 5 silver. If you're looking for more of a crimson or a rouge ferret, then those will be 50 silver each.
I'd want the Rouge Ferret. I can somehow pass it off as something she'd like.
Alright, well, come back to me tomorrow and I shall have one for you.
I'll give you 25 silver as a down payment.
Ah, much appreciated, much appreciated.
So, how much, and bear with me here, how much would it cost for you to go out and find me a boulette?
Snubby.
Oh, what?
A boulette or bouletti, something like that.
I could probably get one for you in 2 days.
2 days?
2 days.
That is well worth it.
It'll be 2 gold, though.
Fine by me.
All right. I'll have one for you in 2 days.
A bullet's a challenge rating 5 creature. This guy can get challenge rating 5 monstrosity in 2 days. I'm gonna make an insight check.
I'm gonna say no because you as a person or you as a character wouldn't know that. That's
Alright.
information that that he wouldn't have, that Lyndon wouldn't have.
All right.
Yo, I'm about to have the sickest fucking mount.
Like, Lyndon's gonna ask, Akeem, what type of dog is a boulette?
It's a think of it as if a shark and a dog and a mole had a threesome.
You're just saying words.
So that's basically you're asking for a ferret. That's all. I'm confused.
It's a giant ferret. It's a really
Ah,
fucking
that makes
big
sense.
ferret.
What's it called?
Well, hopefully hopefully the smaller ferret will do.
All right. So, yeah, he goes, all right, well, return to me in 3 days and I shall have all of the pets for you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. And he, all right, well, continue on then and come and see me in a few days.
So onwards to the children.
All right. So, as you guys enter this part of town, give me perception checks.
Oh boy, my specialty, aka I usually roll less than 4.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice. So actually, all of you, as you guys are walking through, you notice that there is a lot of missing children and missing people's posters around this part of town. Like usually there's some in ramshackle parts of towns and stuff like that, but there is an odd amount.
So where are we on the map?
You guys are down here towards the docks.
All right. Lyndon's gonna go up to the poster and is like, "This is strange."
Yeah, and
Like,
it's,
how many are they all on different buildings? Are they all in one place?
they're kind of spread out, and there's some that are that like where there's multiple on one side of a building and stuff. And as you guys, Lyndon and Galrith, you guys, the others are just kind of like ogling at this. You guys actually notice that there's about 15, maybe 20 different missing people just in this part of just on these posters alone.
Hey, Lyndon. There's people here getting snapped.
Well, maybe they. Oh. Anybody good at investigating any sort of clues? Because that's not my strong point.
Xander, give
Not
me
necessarily.
Xander, give me a perception check for you as well.
Okay.
So as you're playing with your dog, the dog kind of and like you're walking by, you notice that the dog is beginning to sniff one or two of these posters.
Look on spot. He smells them.
And it goes back to licking your face and gnawing at its own little paw, or gnawing at its own oversized paws.
Which one did it smell?
One was of a younger child, and the other one was of an adult.
Can I recognize either of the people?
You do not.
What race?
Both human.
Is there any information on the flyers? like last seen, whereabouts, or anything?
It just says their names missing from the rucksacks, which is the part of town you're in. Last seen in the rucksacks.
No, last seen when?
It ranges yeah, since you rolled a 25. Actually, give me yeah, since you rolled 25. As you're looking at this, the oldest one seems to be about a week and a half ago.
All right, I relay that information.
Well, I hardly doubt it would be worth our time tracking down each and every single one of these.
Well, what about finding the source? That
I'll
does
have-
happen in multiple sources. Usually there's a root, and I know a lot about roots, trust me.
And take that your word. I would suggest putting up there. We both remember how bad that decision was.
Maybe
Well.
we can put somebody as bait to try to see if we can find what's causing these things. Xander, you look most human, and you're the sneakiest.
You're the only man here, so yeah.
Me?
I can, if we could think of this, if we could hide in some sort of place. If somebody tries to get Xander, I can cast freedom of movement, and he'll be able to escape anything that tries to get him, and we can try tracking it, chasing them down.
Sounds like a plan.
I like that
Are
idea.
you sure this is gonna be safe?
Probably not.
We can be 100% sure, but maybe
When have you
45%.
When have you ever suffered from one of our plans?
I think it's a fantastic plan. I like this idea.
Fine. But watch over Spot.
Alright, so I guess, was there any plant that can sort of blend in to make a stealth check with advantage?
There are no plants here, my man. You're in a shitty part of town, dude. Greenery isn't something that they're especially working on in this. They're not working on gentrifying this neighborhood. Yeah. A nice garden would go here. It would really bring in the ad revenue.
So you're going to have to move that plan to the HOA does not allow.
Can we look for anywhere to hide in?
Yeah, go ahead and just give me general stealth checks.
No. Oh.
You ready for this? You ready for this stealth? Watch this, guys.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
But yours is at disadvantage, Gelrith, because of your armor. So,
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Super thick.
so you
Don't
got,
worry, it's my fucking proficiency.
so you guys find these barrels and crates and stuff, and you all kind of get situated behind them. Aki just can't seem to get comfortable, and he just keeps on moving around and keeps on bumping into the crates and shit. And as you guys sit there and you wait and you wait, about 3-4 hours go by, and Xander, what are you doing while you're waiting? Are you just sitting in the mud, or?
I'm just walking around like in a circle.
Yeah, as you're walking around, you don't seem to hear or see anything. And at this point, it's nighttime. It's probably about 8-9 o'clock, and
Through the message, I'm going to tell him to straight up walk into another way.
Guys, I don't think this is working.
It'll work. Just act like a child.
I'm not doing that. What was it? I'm old.
We could always.
another
Put
hour.
your,
Straight up.
shoes on your knees and walk around with your knees. That works, right?
We could always split up and get kidnapped and tell the others the message where we're getting taken.
So another hour goes by and nothing seems to happen. As you guys are Give me 1 second. As you guys are sitting there and watching Xander kind of pace around, creating a decent-sized hole in the mud from him just walking in a circle continuously around. Oh, whoops, that's not the page I wanted.
This isn't working.
A key. You actually hear a "Ah!" coming from a few blocks down.
What about... Wait, what? I have 20 to my passive perception.
How the hell do you have 20 to your passive perception?
Perceptive feat. I have
Ignore that.
the expertise on the perception, so that's +6 because it's double my proficiency bonus. And I have +4 to wisdom.
Jesus fuck, yeah. You and a key both hear that scream.
Alright, so I'm gonna message Aki, did you hear that? Well, I'm gonna message everybody if they hear that, because Lyndon would know if only Aki did it.
I did not.
Right, how I'm stuck in the barrel, I probably am, considering how bad I am at strength and such.
Care to lead the way?
Just become the barrel.
Instead of a cardboard box, a barrel.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's the key good? Well, Lyndon's gonna try to get out of the barrel and try to see if he can
Yeah, you can get out of the barrel just fine.
try to pinpoint the movement of where the scream is coming from.
Well,
I'm gonna
like I
try
said,
to-
it's about a block or two away.
What did I miss?
You and Lyndon both heard "Ah!" a block or two south of you.
No. Well, I'm gonna investigate.
Are you walking? Are you sprinting? How you getting there?
You know what? We'll try for stealthing.
Alright, give me another stealth check.
Alright.
Watch out for them booties.
Yeah, let's hope I'm not.
Booties.
Oh,
Ah.
Thick.
Clap, 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 clap.
Anybody else going with them?
Just
yeah, I'll go with that.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
oh my god.
So Xander kind of just melts into the shadows, and the rest of you kind of try to get low. But you guys, Xander's kind of used to walking in this mud, being a pirate and all that. He moves through this kind of stuff very deftly because this is what he's used to. Going pirating small port towns and things like that. He's gotten used to it.
Especially because aren't we near the ports?
But that's exactly what I was about to say. And you guys not exactly having the expertise that he does, kind of have issue walking through this and as you're walking through. And as stealthy as you can, you get to where you guys heard the scream, but there doesn't seem to be anybody there.
Wow.
Anybody? This is strange. Anybody notice any clues or anything?
So,
Can I smell anything?
Can
With
you
the
smell?
dog.
oh, Spot, go sniff something out.
I don't have a character sheets for Spot yet. Let's see here.
I think dogs
Galrath,
have, like,
actually, Galrath, give me an investigation check with advantage, Galrath. So as you're kind of like looking around, you notice that because this area is so muddy, that there appears to be signs of some sort of struggle that happened in this cross section of this alleyway.
Can I see where like it came from, or is it just like a
There's
conglomerate?
there's just a lot of foot traffic here, so it's hard to tell. But you can tell like there had been somewhat of a scuffle here.
Boys, there'll be trouble in this spot. I can feel it and also see it. So it was definitely here.
Against my better judgment, I'll believe you.
Yeah, you see Galrath and Spot just on the ground sniffing around.
So what is here?
What is what?
What is around here in like this area where we're at right now?
As you're looking around, you're actually in another alleyway. There's really not much in the line of sight. There's buildings around you, but there doesn't appear to be like any windows that appear in this part of the alley or anything like that. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Galrith. As you're kind of looking around, you notice that there's like this on the side of one of these buildings. There's like a small little, for lack of a better term, hut, like a trash hut, made behind one of these houses.
Would like to go and investigate the trash.
So, as you get closer to it, it's only like 2 feet tall. It's not very tall, and there's like a little garbage paper doorway on it. As you peel it back, it looks like it's just like a small sleeping area for someone. There's a few cans and a few things kind of spread around this very small area, and cardboard and other stuff laying on top of the mud. It's still very dirty, but it gives somewhat of a solid layer between whoever was laying on this and the mud itself.
Is there anybody around? Is there any signs of any people?
No, there's no signs of anybody else.
Nothing going on.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no signs of anybody else but you guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get the sense that maybe if you guys hadn't taken the time to sneak, you may have gotten here in time. But
Are there any footprints?
go ahead and give me an investigation check. Oz.
Yeah.
It's so dark out, and there's just too much. Just like there's been too much foot travel here. Yeah, it's just very discombobulating. It's just very discombobulating to you. You don't pick up anything. Nothing outside of what Galrith has already pointed out.
Damn it.
Can we tell that anybody's home?
There's
Or
nobody.
Is it vacant?
It's vacant. Like I said, you pulled
Okay.
open. You pulled open the front flap thing, and there was nobody there.
I think I would like to continue to wander around, see if I can see anything. Because whatever was here is definitely gone. Snatched up what it needed.
So are you looking? So like, what are you looking for?
Any like dark passageways, strange looking door, like an entrance to something that goes into the ground, something like that.
One more perception check.
Is that just the chicken?
As you don't see any way to go outside of just the base alleyways. This alleyway that you're in, it does split into 4 different directions though. So if somebody wanted to get out of this area, they easily could have done what they needed to do and get the hell out.
Well, any ideas, folks?
This is very strange.
Can using detect good and evil like give you a sense of like where something's coming from?
Only within 30 feet.
Well, that and it has to be
Okay.
a fiend, celestial, things like that.
And also, I can tell if the ground has been desecrated or consecrated, but this doesn't seem to be
No.
something that would be affected by that. But whatever it does seem a bit otherworldly. So the fastest we got there as fast as we could, but since there's like no.
You guys were stealthing. That's not as fast as you could.
Oh.
You guys stealth there. That's slower than walking
Well,
speed.
they did.
We have no signs of anything other than that scream is a bit.
And as you guys are talking about, the spot is actually laying down on the mat inside of this little ramshackle hut.
Hmm. Can I see? Let's see if there's anything like a key or anything under the mat.
No, I am not under the mat.
I'm standing right here.
Well, this dog. There might be something about the mat. Maybe he smells something.
Oh no, he's just laying on it, like how dogs do. They just lay on stuff. He's just
Well,
laying on
Lynn's
it.
gonna just check because he doesn't know that.
Alright, give me an investigation check.
All right. Even though that's one of my low strengths. All right.
As you're looking around, you don't get much more than that this was somebody's living space. Somebody's probably stayed here in the past 24 hours.
Hmm. So this is getting even stranger by the minute.
Were they snatched up from something flying?
Mm.
Well, what about see if we can notice anything like there's like any signs of struggle on the upper parts of the building.
You already checked for that.
All right.
When I say hut, I mean this is like 4 pieces of cardboard leaned against each other with paper attached to the front of it. So this isn't necessarily a hut. This is more of a shoebox that's about 3 feet long.
A shack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they say about big feet.
It's a ramshackle shack.
Lyndon's sort of thinking, I wish I had not prepared, then I could sort of attract some attention towards us. But unfortunately,
Wait,
I never
it's
know
simple.
what I'm prepared for.
I mean, I'm here. Could break something.
Knock creates a loud sound within a huge radius. It would probably, if there's anything that's searching for something, it would have attracted attention. But unless you guys have a way of making a loud sound, I don't know.
Aki, what were you gonna say, bud?
It's simple. We just... Xander, you just lay here, and then we wait.
That didn't work before.
You know what we should do? Does anybody have any rope? We could like tie a rope around Xander's, and then whatever snatches, we like, well, we got it. It's like we're fishing.
Hey.
Xander's literal bait.
Unless anybody
I don't hear any objection.
I don't know what to do.
Do I have a choice?
I mean, you do. You can say no.
I mean, you could not wear the rope, but you know.
You could say no to
I
the
don't-
whole plan.
Unless the whatever it is has something to do with this thick plant body, then I don't know.
I want extra for this.
We're not gaining anything from this.
I want something from this.
Xander, you doing it?
Yeah.
Arthur looks at you and goes, I got you, little man.
So are we giving Arthur the rope?
Advertise, sir.
Well, no, Arthur hands Xander 10 gold.
Ooh.
Oh.
Alright. When you get kidnapped, scream really loudly.
So are we going with the rope or not?
Oh, I was watching
The
this
only
one.
son have.
Arthur has 50 feet of hempen rope.
I think I have
Pretty
some
sure I
too.
have my rope as well.
So you guys are just going to do a 150-foot rope tied to it, tied end to end.
I like this idea. And then
I'm
Everybody
trying to see
can just
if
hold on.
I can find a place 30 feet from where Xander is.
It's a pretty open alleyway. There's really not many
I want to be
places to
close
hide.
enough that I can use my reaction to sort of grasp onto him. Well, you know, with leap of faith.
how about we could also tie it around me, like around my waist, and I could just sit there.
Freedom of movement is a touch range spell, so. But I do have leap of faith. If the creature grapples you, I mean, at least I have a chance of saving you. I can't
A
guarantee
chance.
freed from a grapple, but I have a good chance.
How good is his chance?
Depends on how strong whatever it is that we're dealing with.
Ah, fuck it, you'll be fine. Don't be a wimp.
It's just rope.
And you've been beaten in assault before, so if you get something that happens when you're kidnapped, you're used to it.
All right. So you tie a 50-foot round of rope around Xander. And Xander, you take your place in this little cardboard thing, and as you lay down on the cardboard, your body sinks into it. You get some mud around your sides, and it's not that comfortable because, especially for your height, you have to kind of like lay down with your knees around, like up to your chest, and your arms are wrapped around, and it's super cold. And the rest of you, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Why couldn't
Oh,
Arthur
boy.
do this?
That is a big man. Oh my god, why do I roll like ass?
So, as you guys kind of get hunched down, Lyndon and Oz take a key in Galbraith and like shut up, and get you guys to calm down. And you guys are like super quiet. And another 2 hours pass by, 3 hours pass by, and nothing seems to happen.
This is stupid.
Maybe Xander isn't appetizing.
Arthur goes, well, maybe since they've already taken from the spot, they wouldn't think to return.
I was gonna say that, but I forgot.
Alright then. We're just wasting time at this point. Might as well look for his fucking entrance.
Could you untie me first?
Sure, fine. I'm gonna untie him.
Holy being bait. Next time, I'm not being bait.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna put some more, like, I don't know, put some weight on the place where he was laying under to see if it's like, it's a hole or something.
The thing that Xander was just laying on?
Yeah.
Your foot just sinks
Jump
into
on
it. Yeah, your foot
Okay.
just sinks into it. It's just mud.
What's Spot been doing for the past 2 hours?
What's what?
Spot been up to?
Op? What?
Spot!
Spot.
Spot. Spot's just been with the group.
Alright then.
Is he like a puppy?
Yes, he is a puppy.
You're like Iggy.
Well, I only have one idea left.
What's
Let's
that
split
idea?
up.
Or summon demon. When's that ever work? When's that not work?
It hasn't before, but maybe when we get lucky. If we don't know if we have missions, I mean, maybe we can send messages to each other.
Alright, I guess winning might be a good choice.
It's the only idea I have, so.
Alright, so who's splitting up with who?
I call
going
Puppy
Ghost
Scooby-Doo.
No, Spot is Scooby-Doo.
So you're Shaggy then.
Well, you're not wrong.
I'm gonna go off on my own unless someone follows me.
I'll follow Oz.
Alright, I'll do it then.
Alright, so Oz, Lyndon, Spot, Xander. Who's grouping up with Oz and Lyndon, and who's grouping up with Spot and Xander?
And we should keep it as little as a number as possible.
I'm
So-
responsible.
No, I mean, so we're not just a huge number of people, even if it's enough.
I mean, Aki and I can go somewhere.
Yeah.
Galveth can be with his imaginary TK.
Yeah. I'll make sure that I duck when I go through, or not,
Wait, so where are you going, Galrith?
What?
I'll go with the key.
Alright. So it's Spot and Xander, a key in Galrith, and Lyndon and Oz.
Yep. Dynamic duo.
Alright.
That does nothing, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, so Xander, where are you taking Spot?
Just go looking around. Just
Alright, actually I'm gonna take you down to the private real quick.
No,
Alright, so what I'm gonna need you to do for me is give me 2 perception checks. Or give me a perception check with advantage.
okay. Gotta click it.
Alright.
Oh, well, the first
So,
one is
yeah. The first one's a 22. So as you're kind of like walking around town, Spot, like as you're walking by some of the signs, Spot is kind of like looking at these signs very intently, and as you pass one, you notice he makes a whimpering sound as you pass a wall of missing signs, or missing people signs.
What's wrong, boy?
And he's kind of like staring at the wall.
I gotta go closer to the wall, see what's investigated.
Give me an investigation check, just so I have 1 perception, 1 investigation to go off with. As you're kind of looking at this wall, you see a Spot trying to struggle to get out of your arms. Do you let him go?
Yeah, sure.
He jumps out of your arms and he puts his 2 front paws on one of the posters.
Huh? Go check this. Or go check out the poster.
As you go and look at it, it appears to be a missing child poster. The child's about 4 or 5 years old. Comes from this part of town, and there's really not much information on it. It seems to be quickly scrawled. Somebody that looks like they barely know how to read wrote this one up, and like as you're kind of reading it, you see Spot barking at your feet up towards it.
So this one was around here.
And as you say that, you go, he's like shaking his head.
Spot, I don't understand anything you're saying.
And as you begin to walk around, once again, you're getting towards the northern part, like up here, and you hear Spot kind of begin to whimper again as you pass one of the buildings.
What's wrong again, Spot?
What'd you say?
I go. Wait, so he's like near one of the buildings and he's like whimpering?
Yeah.
I go over to the building he's whimpering at.
As you do that, he like even in your arms, he's scratching at the door.
I'm sorry, I just look at the meme, fucking house, but
Yeah.
well, I guess I do another.
Well, as you're sitting there, and as you're sitting there looking at it, and you see him scratching, this middle-aged man opens up the door. He's got scraggly white hair, very thinning, a lot of missing teeth. One of his eyes is completely whited out, like he's blind in it, and he's walking with a cane. He goes, "Can I help you?"
Oh, hello, sir. I was here to ask about. Do I take the poster that Spot was talking about?
If you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I was just asking about this missing child. I show him the poster.
Yeah, that's my son. What are you
Oh.
looking for him?
Yes, sir. We're looking for them.
And
Missing people.
as you're doing that, the dog seems to want to get out of your arms, he's struggling to get to the other person.
Spot, what's going on with you?
And he begins to bark happily towards the man that opened the door. What's going on with your dog there?
Oh, don't want Spot. He's just a very happy puppy.
I can tell. He's scratching at my door. Oh, is there anything I can do for you?
Do you think you can maybe give me more details on what happened to your kid?
Oh, I'm not too sure, but about a week ago, I sent him out to the market to get some stuff, get some medicine for his mother, and he just never came back. And Spot gets sad in your arms and begins to.
Oh, sorry to hear that, sir.
No,
But don't worry, we'll find him.
I hope so. Wife's not doing too good. The pox has taken her, and the child's really all we got left.
Do you think you could point me to where the marketplace was that you spoke of?
He was just going to the Silverleaf Alchemist. She's a friend of mine. I've done some work for her in the past, and she said that she'd do everything in her power to help us out. And again, the Silverleaf Alchemist is the shop owned by the drow that Tithay's been hitting on.
I'll go check that out.
All right. Well, before you do that, we're gonna hop back up and keep what since we're not grouped up yet. When you regroup, you can tell them what happened. But until then, just keep what happened here between you and I. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hey.
So
So it's not dead.
next up, no, Xander's fine. Next up, let's go with Lyndon and Oz. All right. What do you guys plan on doing?
Doing what Xander did. Explore.
Just kind of walking around.
I was thinking of maybe going into alleys and stuff.
All
Into
right.
back alleys.
Back alleys and all that. All right. Give
Yeah.
me a perception and investigation, one of each with advantage.
Alright, you're the smarter one, so you do the investigation, I'll do the perception.
Alright.
All right. So, as you're kind of walking around Linden, you see that there's a lot more of these little homeless hovels and things around the town, and you kind of like point them out, and as you go and investigate them, and as you're looking over them, you can again tell that some people have been staying here recently, but it doesn't look like it's been returned to in a while. And in each one of these, they're in dark, secluded alleys or in corners of the town where there's not a lot of foot traffic, things like that. And you guys spend the better. Sorry?
Oswald's had like a million intellect.
Not a lot, honestly. He's balanced between wisdom and intellect. So.
But you guys don't get much more than that. You kind of find some of the spots where it looks like there's been some struggles and where maybe some people have gone missing from, but you don't find out much more than that. But you do find a number of spots where people have been taken from.
What do the spots look like?
Well, like I said, that's in dark alleys, dark corners of the town, places where there's not a lot of foot traffic, things like that, where it's easy for somebody to go missing if you're not careful.
Okay. Got it.
All right, Aki and Galrith, what are you two doing?
I suppose same thing as the others, looking around.
Going through alleys and stuff, or?
No clue. Dragon, I'll let you take the helm on this one.
Yeah, I We could go down one of the alleys the other people didn't go, and just we'll see where it takes us.
All right, give me investigation and perception again, both with advantage. All right. I meant one of you. I meant one of you. I'll take the first two. So you guys, once again, you guys are kind of looking around. You find a lot more of these homeless hovels. Some are occupied, some aren't. As for like struggles and stuff like that, you don't really. Key as you're getting close and stuff, you don't really see. It's been a while for some of these, and you don't glean too much information.
Huh.
And as you guys are kind of as you guys are kind of like walking around, Key and Gareth, you actually see Xander kind of making a brisk pace towards the market.
I guess we. I think we should follow him. It looks like he found some.
Yeah, let's not make our presence known, though. Let's just sort of.
I can't promise you anything.
Bang, bang, bang.
Both of you gave me stealth checks.
Oh boy.
I just like see.
Oh lord, he come.
So Xander, you get the sense that there's somebody behind you, but it's a very big town, and you're used to people just kind of passing behind you as you make your way to the Silverleaf Alchemist.
Probably not.
Hello.
So you get there. It is like 11 o'clock at night at this point. And so as you approach, the drow is actually locking up shop, and she turns and goes, "Oh, you're with Tithe. What can I do for you?"
Oh, I'm here to ask questions about missing child.
Well, I suppose I could probably spare a minute before I head home. What questions did you have?
Dos meatballs. No, Spot, not like that. I guess I show her the poster. Do you remember seeing this kid recently?
She kind of takes a close look at it, and it's not very well drawn. And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's Max. That's Max. Yeah, I heard that he's gone missing. It's super unfortunate. He was such a sweet man. He was such a sweet boy. I hope we can find him alive."
Do you have any idea where he went after he came from here?
I suppose. Actually, I'm gonna take you 1 second. I suppose he probably went back home with the medicine. And once again, as you're talking with her, Spot seems to be trying to get to the drow, like wagging her tail, kind of like doing the pointy nose towards the drow.
Hmm?
And the drow goes, "What is this thing?"
Oh, it's Spot. He's my doggy.
Cute. Alright, sorry, I just wanted to do that. I just wanted you down here for the dog part.
I can't paint
Well-
her shit.
Cute, but I should really get heading home if there's. I really don't have any more information on this. I'm sorry.
He starts walking away or something like that.
And so as you turn, you see Keegan Galrith, kind of 10, 15 feet behind you.
What? Have you guys been following me?
No.
No. What makes you think that? It was the booty cheeks, wasn't it? I knew it.
That you came to the same place I was.
We were merely exploring all options available to us.
And they were...
Forwards.
Yes.
Anyway, Spot. I feel like you know something about that, bro.
Oh God, Ryan.
Yeah.
I think I
Top dog.
may start following her a little bit.
And he's kind of like pointing his nose back towards the rucksack.
Well, Gelrith, I suppose we can continue exploring.
Where's Oz and them at the moment?
You guys are still exploring some of the. This is all happening together. So you guys are getting the locations of where some of the people have gone missing. But once again, Spot seems to be trying to get out of your arms.
You should become a planty.
Xander.
Huh.
Spot once again tries to be getting out of your arms.
Spot, where are you trying to go this time? You will go over there?
Yeah, he's trying to go the direction back towards the rucksack.
I guess I follow Spot.
And as you pass by, and you go by where the shop was, the dog lets out a. But
Spot, what is up with you today? Spot has a lot of mixed emotions right now. So, like, what's he like growling at?
he's growling at the spot where you bought him from. The man doesn't seem to be there, and the cages are gone, but that's what he seems to be reacting to.
You didn't like that guy, did you, Spot?
And he's baring his teeth, and you can, even though he's super small, it's cutely intimidating. Him trying to be angry.
Well, it's okay, Spot. You don't have to deal with him anymore.
And he nuzzles the paper that you're holding in your hand.
What is it, boy?
And he just keeps on just like nuzzling the paper that you're holding.
Spot, that's not helping. We already looked over. Maybe try looking around more in this area. See if anyone knew where he went. And you two, Gareth and Aki. Try to look around this time instead of following me.
It's not our fault you appeared where we saw you.
I don't know what you are referring to. We were merely going along our way, and our paths happened to cross.
Uh-huh. Whatever.
You seemed like you knew what you were doing, and we were just like, hey, he seems like an intelligent individual. Let's follow him.
Alright, I go leave with Spot to the other areas. No, mostly.
And Lyndon and Oz, as Aki, Galrith, and Xander kind of split ways once again. You kind of see this happen. You see like a small little, not really a fight, but kind of more of and then Xander kind of walk off on his own with Spot.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then
What's going on?
Well, we saw Xander, and Spot seemed pretty aggravated with the guy who had him, and yeah, I don't know what that was about. He seemed happy earlier.
What do you mean he was unhappy with the guy?
Well, there was no guy there. He had left, like packed up his stuff and left. But like, Spot was growling at where the guy was, and like
You go show me where that was.
Oh, you were there. It was just outside of the rucksacks.
Oh, so we saw. Oh, it's the same place that we were there earlier.
Like, yeah, where you bought the dog.
All right, I'm gonna go there. Try to detect.
Yeah, the what?
Try using detect magic, sort of. Hold on, I'm casting the wrong spell, but I'm gonna post in chat. Using my sword to sort of stab the ground to detect magic. Where is it?
There's no magic around.
Nothing within no magic within 60 foot of the spot. We got spot.
I mean, outside of your friends that are glowing very brightly because of all their magical shit, no, nothing that's here currently.
So this doesn't seem to be anything magic that the dog was barking at. That's what Lyndon says. So like, there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no sort of like enchantments or anything that could have set him off.
It's strange. The Spot did seem pretty pissed, and he did show some emotion toward a poster of one of the kids.
Well, as I said, nothing within this vicinity. The shockwave of my sword would have.
Well, the shop's not there. There's the shop. It's not an actual like brick and mortar shop. It's some dude set up some cages for transport to and from. There's nothing here currently.
But is this where he was barking a few minutes ago?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, he said, I don't within the general vicinity, nothing. I can't sense any sort of magical presence. So whatever he was barking at must be of the mundane variety.
There were like dogs, right, in this area.
There were what?
Right, you're wrong. Dogs.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you bought Spot.
No, I mean dogs.
Oh, docks. Yes.
I'm gonna go over there and investigate.
I'll go too.
Alright, so you're heading towards the docks?
Yeah.
Alright, what are you looking for? At this point, like I said, it's pretty late at night. There's not a lot of foot traffic here. And people seem to be kind of scattering off the street. There's a few group of monster races that are gathering at corners. Things like that. And they're kind of eyeing you guys as you walk by.
I'm gonna look into the water.
Alright. As you get into the water, it's very dirty water. A lot of sewage and waste up against the edge of this dock.
Any bodies?
Give me a perception check.
Please.
You're looking around and there don't appear to be any bodies.
Damn.
Why would you have him roll for that?
But what you do find is like is a few more of like these missing poster things, things like that.
Like thrown into the water, right? Damn it! I don't find like a corpse or something. Like shit. Are there any different from the ones that are up, like hanging on the wall, or are you just copies of the other ones?
Well, it looks like the other ones. It just looks like it either got blown off one of the bulletin boards or somebody threw it out and it just kind of found its way here. Things like that.
Are there any new ones or just all of them?
You can't really tell unless you try to reach down and grab one. But they're pretty smudged from what you can tell, and they're rotting and all that. The only way that you can tell it's a missing person's poster is the giant missing that still seems to have some hold on this paper and hasn't gotten washed away yet.
Shit. I'm gonna pick up the cleanest looking one.
I mean, they're all pretty covered in shit. They're all pretty shitty.
The one that has the most clean image.
And it's kind of like falling apart in your hand. But you managed to get about 55% of it pulled out unscathed.
Are there any different or just another one of the...
It's just another missing person poster.
I'm gonna put it out of the dogs so I don't leave it like an idiot.
Alright.
Okay. Well, our best bet is just waiting to get someone else to get kidnapped.
I mean, sounds horrible, but it's really what we have to do.
I have the idea of like all of us separately waiting on Ollie, similar to the one where other people got kidnapped. So
as you guys are
really...
sitting here talking, a mixed group of monster races approaches and goes, "Hey, you got some nice clothes there."
Ah, yes. Would you like me to take them off for you? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
That would be much appreciated.
No.
You go ahead and give me the clothes and your coin purse. How about that?
I'd like to see you try to
Is
take
it-
my clothes off of me. I dare you.
There's about eight of these people.
I
And,
dare them.
What the leader is this bugbear with light brown fur, and he goes, "Right, if you want me to try," and
I'm gonna make a strong eldritch blast in my hand and like hold it there like a threatening.
he comes up and he grabs you by your he grabs you by by the neck piece, like of your breastplate, and then on the underside, and he's trying to undo the straps.
It doesn't come off.
And he's gonna try to pick you up. Do you resist it?
Yeah.
All right, give me a strength check, or
Check or save.
athletics or acrobatics, one of the two. So he manages to pick you up and he's gonna attempt to throw you into the water. Oh yeah, that's a nat 20. He takes you and goes, "Stupid armor!" And he throws you like 6 feet into the water, and you hit and you start to sink because this is heavy plate armor.
The heater got heated.
I'm gonna try to pull him.
So because the bugbear rolled a nat 20, he's still gonna hit the water, and so you get covered in like all this shit. And London's like, "Nope," and he pulls you back to you. And as you pull him up, he smells rank, like of dead fish and shit. Like think of like a fish market, and then add human feces in it, and that's how Galvus smells right now. And you can see like there's dead fish and other stuff like caught in the edges and the grooves of his armor. There's actually like a dead fish hanging off the top of his helmet on one of the spikes.
This seems to be a recurring theme.
Yep.
Stupid armor, stupid dragonborn.
Oh, the whole.
Stupid plant.
I'd like to breathe poison at him. Can I do that?
Like I said, there's about 6 of these guys.
Well, I guess we're getting.
I'd like to breathe poison at them.
Oh, y'all getting to a fight.
Alright, give me 1 second here. Let me switch to a battle map.
Just out there.
There we go.
Oh.
Spot. Just searching around and then y'all just don't start the fight.
It's the good old bat mouth.
Yes, my favorite docks.
The
one with sand.
It's like Final Fantasy. You get transported to another area to fight.
Some great
There's
stuff.
2 of them.
That's Oz's scythe.
Yeah, that's my spiritual weapon.
And I don't really have. Alright, let's see here.
Remember this went to a giraffe a while back.
The fucking
Pay no attention to the giraffe.
the Gamera is still off to the side.
Oh, you're erasing my giraffe.
I am. I'm trying to do shit.
Alright, so, well, where's the water? Can you draw the water at least?
Yeah. I'm getting to it, man. I'm still setting up the map. Jeez. Jeez, man.
Greetings, man.
Put the giraffe over here. Aw. There you go. The giraffe. A poorly drawn giraffe. Okay.
God.
All right, can you stop fucking with the map while I'm trying to do shit? Jesus. That's not what I want to do.
Wait, who's that in the top right corner?
He's gone. That's.
No one's up there.
happening?
Hey, there's bears over here.
Hey! Yay!
Suddenly, a wild chimera appeared.
Alright. Why am I still drawing? Alright, there we go.
It's Godzilla coming out of the water.
Alright. Xander, put your token out on this, bruh.
Oh, yeah, I'm fighting too.
Oh, wait, no, I guess you're not there, are you? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Hey, you're not there. Yeah, you're off doing your own thing. Alright, everybody roll initiative. You four.
I just come back, you're all covered in blood. What happened?
Don't think about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't question it.
Whoops, I guess I didn't select my token.
Well, everybody has a +6 to their initiative. We're going to use a short rest share feature.
Wait, you didn't tell me you were using that when you did.
Wait, it's one rolling initiative.
I know, but you said it was a short rest feature?
No, it's once per short rest. Hold on, let me see. Where is it?
Oh.
Where do you go? No, it's not a feature that happens during a short rest. Once per short rest.
Let's make that one. Let's make that once per long rest. That's
All right, but I haven't used it this long.
right. Yeah, no, that's fine. But let's make that once per long rest. So
Alright.
once a day. All right.
So a key technically goes first. Wait, the key rolled 14 first. Hold on a second.
So it's 20. All right.
Shh, we don't talk about that.
All right. So it's gonna go Lyndon, Aki, the people, and then Oz and Gareth.
Always left.
I am last.
All right. Actually, Gareth, you said that you're gonna do your breath first.
Yeah,
Go ahead and hit me with that breath, bud.
I got you, fam.
All right. So DC 14. So the two that you can hit both save.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That being said, Lyndon.
Alright, I'm gonna start off with a good old Holy Nova. I'm gonna move over here, and this is 20-foot radius, I believe. Where is it?
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Alright, I'm gonna put on the aura. So, yeah, everybody's in radius, so they have to make strength save.
That's the guy on the top left.
Oh, then where did I start moving? That's technically 25 feet. There we go. Now he's in the radius.
Yep, then Gareth will also need to make the save.
Oh, but no, I can make him immune up to my. So I can make the three of them immune. Well, technically, yeah, up to my spellcasting modifier.
Alright. And what save do they need to make?
15. Strength 15.
The guy on the bottom right saves, the other two fail. The two in the back, the top two save, and the bottom one fails.
Alright, so they're knocked back 10 feet? Yeah, and then they take 8 radiant damage.
The ones that failed?
Yeah. The ones that didn't save don't take anything. And that did save, didn't take.
Alright. Aki, your turn.
Okay. Well, time to kill
Also, I
these
have my
fuckers.
shield on me, so.
So, now with my newly repaired crossbow, I'm gonna be attacking this one, because I don't like how he's standing over there.
I don't like your legs.
So, da-da.
That's a miss.
Well,
Oh wait, it was advantage. That's a hit. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So you
And
pew,
then-
blah.
We're going again. Oh.
Jesus. So this was actually the bugbear that threw Galrith, by the way.
Oh, well. Then I have an extra reason.
He got
to-
eaten,
Boo,
so
boo!
it's justice.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
He's gonna move forward and try to take 2 swings at you because you just put 2 fucking arrows in him.
Oh, fuck.
He is in the wrong hood.
A 17 and a 26.
Yeah, Ryan. The 26 misses.
Does the 17 hit you?
Yeah. The 17 does hit.
All right, this can be 12 points of damage. So you shoot him twice, and he goes, "Right, none of that!" And he comes up and just 2 giant, like you can just see like these claws kind of sticking out, and he goes, "Shink, shink," and just cuts you twice right across the chest.
Ow.
These guys are gonna come down to Lyndon because they didn't like his bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they're gonna just start swinging at him.
Bye, Lyndon.
You kind of blew this, like, you kind of just went, danced around, boom, hurt all of them, and they all look at you, oh, hell no.
Well, technically the ones that saved didn't take any hurt.
Oh, that's true. Well, you still didn't make them happy, though. You did attempt to hurt them. And the other ones have been non-threatening to them thus far, because they had just been kind of sitting in the back, and you hit them unprovoked. 18, a 17, a 22, a 13, and a 6.
Okay, so 2 hits above 18, 18 and higher.
Yeah, okay. So let me roll those damage real quick, and then they're going to be rolling again because they get 2 attacks. So that's going to be 14 points of damage. So anything above 18
both
hits?
of them? Both of them?
Oh, 18 in total.
Alright, so I have to make 2 concentration saves.
And then 3 hits you this time. Alright. Let me get... Where the fuck? I just had them. There they are.
Oh, concentration ended.
So they draw their short swords and they all swing at you. 9, 10, 15... 21 points of damage as 3 short sword slashes just whack, whack, whack! So you send out the spell. They look at you and they seem to kind of have like this relaxed stance, like they weren't going to do anything until you hurt some of them and you attempt to hurt others. So they're like, right, and kind of like, have you ever seen A Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh, well, they kind of circle them like how the Milk Gang, the gang in Clockwork Orange does, and just starts beating the shit out of them with these short swords, just whack, 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 whack.
How much damage did I take for the other 3?
Sorry,
How much damage did the other 3 attacks take?
23 in all.
So that's 15 and 23?
Yes.
Alright.
All right, Oz, your turn.
Okay.
Gilmore coming out of the corner with an RKO.
For a second, though, I thought you were going to say RPG. Eldritch Blast.
Fireball,
Eldritch
fireball, 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 fireball.
Fireball. I think we'll probably kill him though. Like 1 kill. No, I'm using... Yeah, I'm gonna use Blight
All right.
on this boy.
And what does Blight do again? Can you put it in the chat for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, shit. What's in the read with? It's DC 14.
Yeah, but what's it do? Can I get the descriptor in it?
necrotic damage.
Yeah,
No, I know that, but is it like a kind of like how Lunar Crossbow has its description and all that?
Yeah, let me hide it better.
And just so I can describe it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Basically, making him rot to hell.
So it's kind of like a decomposition thing, or is it bugs, or is it?
Hold on, necrotic.
Thank you. There we go. Watch over a creature of your choice against you within range. Training monster by Constitution saving through the track takes 8d necrotic damage. Targeting a planar creature.
Target a plant.
All right. Yeah.
It's a single target though.
All right. Cool. Let's see here. It simply withers and dies. 15. So what's your DC? 14. He does save.
Oof.
But that's still what? 24 points of necrotic damage. Yeah, 20. Rounding up for your guys' damage. So 24 points of necrotic damage. So on top of the damage he's already taken, you put your hand on him, and you see him kind of like he looks at you, goes, and you see him like his body, like how like you see in movies, like when somebody dehydrates to death rapidly, his face goes gaunt, his hair falls to the ground. He reaches his arm out, and he collapses, just skin and bone, onto the ground.
So, anyone else wanna go do that? Or you're just gonna piss off right now?
They all kind of look at you and they're like, "Oh shit, Galrath, it is your turn." Yeah, now you got some bugbear jerky.
TK would like that.
It's magically delicious.
I'm gonna go up to that guy, this boyo on the corner, and make some hammer attacks, I believe.
All right. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Nice. Both those hit. All right. Let's do their saves real quick, or let's do his saves for both of them real quick. Oh, he saves one and fails the other.
There you go.
So that is 30, 41. 40. So as you hit him, yeah, so you just come up and you just beat the fuck out of this guy. Just BAM! BAM! Like a baseball bat, like Lucille and Negan style. Just beat the shit out of this guy. And his face is kind of like half pounded in. And he's having a real hard time breathing. He's still up, but just barely. Lyndon, your turn.
Can you ping which one of the ones that actually hit me with their attacks?
All of them at least hit you once.
Alright, I'm going to attack the one that's close. The one that Galrath didn't attack.
Well, there's many that Galrath didn't attack. There's 4, in fact, that Galrath didn't attack. You only attacked one.
Of them. I'm just going to go for this one.
Alright.
I'm going to go for a 3rd level Judgment Strike. That probably misses.
A 13? Yeah, that does. So you swing, and the bugbear just kind of catches your hand as you come down and goes, ha, 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 ha. Aki, your turn.
Alright. You can guess what I'm gonna do.
Luna's crossbow?
Hit him with that fat crossbow.
Or try to, at least. That is a hit. Hitting the
Yeah,
one that Galrath hit?
I'm gonna go for this one.
Alright.
It's quite a shot.
Yeah, well, I'm a master marksman.
Attaboy.
Alright.
Big pl-
So you shoot and you catch him. Kind of seems to just ricochet off his hide.
Watch me fucking scuff this one, though. Nope.
Yep, that's a good hit. Alright. That one penetrates his side and kind of sticks in him. So, the first guy, the one that got beat to shit by Galrath, is actually going to turn and take his attempt to sprint dash out of here. If you guys want to get your AOs on him.
Yeah.
Was he in my AO range as well?
Yes. He is attempting to get the hell out of there.
Can I have dibs?
Miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. Gareth? That's a hit, and you kill him. So he turns to run, and he takes one step. Lyndon attempts to swing, but it takes him too much time to turn and swing, and you're like, oh hell no! You grab him and you just punch him in the back of the head, and your hand just kind of goes through his skull a little bit, and you pull your hand out, and you got a little bit of gray matter on your gauntlet. The others are gonna see this, and they're just gonna be like, "No, fuck this!" And they're all out. They dash 60 feet. they're attempting to they are attempting to run.
Yeah, that's right. They better run.
No, they're attempting to get the fuck out. All right, Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, this one died.
Deleted from existence.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you can say that.
Oz, what are you doing, man? You gonna let him go?
Yeah.
All right.
I already destroyed that person today.
Gareth.
Okay. Let's see.
no.
Let's see.
They're trying
Yeah,
to.
let's see.
They're kind of running down at this point because you guys were like more on the docks. At this point, they're on the main road.
Oh, what's my? Oh, yes.
Well, they're on the road that goes from the gate to the dock. So this is kind of like the main area here.
Okay, yeah. That one.
Okay.
That guy. This guy right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to move 30 feet, then use my dash action and this.
All
charge
right.
at him, and give him a smack with my maul.
All right. Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, so that's 16.
He does save.
Okay.
All right. Lyndon.
I am going to try to entangle them all.
All right, you can certainly try.
Also, where is Galeth right now?
He is right on top of the other one.
Alright, 20-foot square. So I'm gonna make it so it doesn't hit Galreth, so it's just this like sort of area.
2 save, 2 don't. So the 2 in front save. They rolled base 16s.
Alright.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions right now.
All right. So, and this is considered difficult terrain?
And it's difficult for terrains for the ones who succeed, the other ones are restrained.
Yeah, so these guys are going to continue down the main road and get out. The other ones are going to attempt to break out. This guy manages to get out, this guy right here. You see him kind of like slashing at him with a short sword, and manages to free himself from these vines.
Strength check, not save, in case that makes a difference.
Yeah, and he also books it down. He also books it out.
Wait, why did they get their turn before me?
Oh shit! Sorry, Aki, you are correct. My bad.
Bring those asses back here.
Yep.
Alright. So, actually, for a slight deviation, I'm gonna move here.
Actually, you have Entangling Strike, don't you?
Wait, what'd you ask?
Don't you have Entangling Strike?
No, I don't think so.
Didn't you used to? I thought I saw you used it once before, unless you changed that and swapped it.
Oh, no, yeah, I do. But that's beside the point. So, I'm also gonna use Misty Step
All right.
and move another 30 feet. So that's here. And I'm going to try and shoot that one.
All right.
You know what? Just for a little bit of extra flair, I'm gonna try and shoot him in the leg.
All right. He's trying to get him in the leg. Yeah, you got him. All right.
Alright. That ends my turn.
All right. So now they are going to attempt to break away again. I'll re-roll for them. Oh, these two still get out because they had saved. So they're still blop, blop, booking it.
Even with the arrow in their leg.
Yeah, he's more hobbled, and he won't quite make it to 60 feet. He'll make it to the 55 mark. He's hobbled. He ain't his leg ain't feeling so hot. The other two will attempt to escape. This time they actually both escape. So, Galrith, you'll get an AO.
And don't forget, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So these guys both come back one.
I would like that AO
All
very
right.
much.
Go for it. Yeah, you hit. All right. And he fails that save with a nat 1. And he is down and out.
Max damage.
So this so the necrotic kind of to take over, and he begins to limp, and he just collapses on the ground. These other guys are already terrified, and they're just trying to get away from you guys at all costs. They didn't even want to fight. It's just their boss had thrown Galreth, and then you guys had just started attacking him. So,
Mistakes were made.
this is your turn.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoops, that dice came out of the box. All right.
Are anyone? Is anyone trying to kill them?
They all are.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to restrain Galra if I can.
I've killed a few, maybe.
There was so that. You know what? Also, just like I don't have the energy to go through Gareth again, so just do whatever you like. I'm just gonna hang back, praying for the victims. So yeah, I'm gonna skip it. Wait.
All right. Sorry, give me 1 second here.
How does the action surge for a fighter work? Is it like once per round, like once per like rest or something?
You have an X amount that you can use.
Hang on, I got you.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Sorry, I was doing something. All right. Now, before Galrith goes, they're gonna. A few guards are actually going to be approaching these hooligan.
Trouble.
Wait, what happened to that hooligan that was right there? Wasn't there a hooligan right there?
Not the hooligan.
The hooligan disappeared.
Hooligan.
There you go. Well, you're
Hooligan.
yeah, you're the new hooligan. Oh, there's the hooligan. All right. I don't know how the fuck that happened. You're back to being dead. So, a number of city guards have heard this commotion, and they all seem to be coming down to figure out what the hell's going on, because this isn't their standard street brawl sounds that they're used to. This is like actual magic and shit being casted off, and they're all coming, and you hear, "Right, stop this right now!" And these guards are coming at you guys. So they're going to take their actions to get closer.
But technically, they can't get. They can go around it.
Yeah, they're going. They can see the roots and all that, so they're going around. All right, Galrith. These are city guards. You can tell by their armor and by the emblems that they have on their chests.
Oh, sorry for that. I got no beef with you guys. They attacked us first. You can see the dead ones. Let's take care of business.
He's kind of looking at. They're kind of looking at the bodies, like they look like they were trying to run from you.
They started it.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have started it.
Are you gonna do anything or?
Nope, I have no beef with these guards.
All right, Lyndon.
Alright, I'm gonna approach the guards. I can only move 25 feet technically because I'm in pain, the last thing. I'm gonna cast Oath of Honor again, my last 4th level spell is not for the day, and try to explain what happened, that they tried attacking us, and that, they tried attacking us and we were just trying to fight them off, to teach them a lesson, and that we, that first we killed the people who were attacked us, and we were just trying to harm it. We didn't mean for everybody to get. Well, I didn't mean for everybody to get as harmed as I was. Just trying to teach them a lesson.
I'm still gonna need you to roll me a deception because that's not completely true.
Okay, then Linda's gonna try to explain it the way that he that they try to steal the leader tried to steal Galra armor. Then we attacked them. And
Don't forget the
got
yeet.
a bit carried away, and then we ended up killing people. I mean,
All right, so give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Try to kill us, and then in self-defense, I accidentally got attacked too many.
All right, give me a persuasion with advantage.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
They look at you and they look at the bugbears. They look back at you, and they can clearly tell, except for the one that's in front of Oz, that these others were trying to get away from you guys. And they're like, not much honor in killing somebody with their back turned to you. And they kick one of the ones that are on the ground.
Lyndon's gonna say I was just trying to restrain them to try to talk to them, but the Dragonborn attacked the one that was just trying to restrain before.
Mm-hmm.
Throw him under the bus.
Well,
There's
technically,
no-
when I cast Oath of Honor, the plants disappear.
Uh-huh. And he looks back at the the creatures that are still alive. Well, we're gonna take them to the Hall of Justice. Don't cause any more trouble. I'll remember your faces.
All right.
And the 3 guards walk away, and they go and they. What'd you say?
It was the plan.
I'm just fucking. But they walk away and they help restrain the other creatures, and they haul them out of the rucksacks.
Well, that was fun.
It was a disaster.
Hi.
You people are way too harsh on your punishments.
Oz, we have a saying from back in my kingdom.
The kingdom not extinct.
Listen. The saying goes, if you attack the king, you better kill the king.
The king of something no longer exists.
The king of Yeet.
Let's kill them.
Yeah, he had it coming. He should have killed me.
Don't make me begin with your bullshit, Gareth.
I mean, Trouble is my middle name. It is.
Come on, let's just keep going our business.
I think it's high time to sleep for the night. Because it is well past midnight.
At this point, yeah, it's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Gallerith, you're my mount for the night.
Hey-oh.
God damn
Every day is leg day. Carry all
I accidentally closed Roll20 and now it's not reopening for me.
Nice.
Rip.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's quite literally just sitting on the... Yeah, it's not...
Great job.
Yeah, it seems like something in whole with my internet's happening, because even my... No. What the hell's going on? I think something's going on with my internet right now.
Hmm.
In before disconnect.
Yeah. What the hell's happening here? Oh, no, I'm just gonna try closing this as a whole. Oh. There we go. Actually, if you don't mind, I need a few minutes. I will be right back. I gotta get a drink of water and all that. So, like, 5-minute break?
Sure.
Sure.
Alright. Cool. Be right back.
They started it.
Way.
I believe you, Lindan.
What?
I believe.
right? Linden, if he wanted to kill them, he could, because he could do a guide 120 feet with the spell sniper.
Get over here.
Not 220, 120 normal, 240 doubled. And he could also cast haste so they can't get out of range of him, and then cast it. So yeah, he didn't want to kill them.
He had all the power in the world to do so, and he did. No, get that.
Go the fuck.
I say we hide in. We could go to sleep in an alley and hope to get kidnapped.
Linden's gonna cast. We'll do some last rites on the ones that were killed.
Same here. I was gonna say the same thing.
Sort of praying for forgiveness and apologizing for what had to happen, hoping that in the afterlife that they're okay.
I mean, at least you don't have to close one of them's eyes. That's a good thing.
I mean, yeah, they're decayed shut.
Except, well, one of them is just gone.
That's true.
Yeah, he can still pray for their souls.
I think they shit their souls out.
They got yeeted out.
Yeah, he's just gonna spend time just doing some ritual stuff.
All right. So, you guys heading back to the inn after that for a long rest?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys head back to the inn, and you guys have gotten it pretty good, and with the dwarven man, and he goes, "All right, welcome back. It's been a hot minute. How's your days been?"
Not that good.
It's been a
Wait,
bit.
am I there?
Yeah.
I need a bath.
I got a
Desperately.
dog.
Is Spot allowed to stay in the room?
Who?
Spot. His dog.
My doggy.
The dogs. That's fine. Make sure don't
Hey,
shit
come on,
anywhere, or else you're cleaning it up.
I volunteer to clean it up. I'm a bit hungry.
Smell any worse than me.
Ignore that.
All right. Oh, that's gross. You all want any food?
You just don't understand.
You all want some food and drink in the morning, do you?
Oh, let's have some
Yeah.
water.
All right. I'll have some cooked up and ready for you guys when you guys come down. Have a good night. I'm going to be heading to bed myself in a bit.
Come on, Spot.
And runs up the stairs after you. All right, so you guys sleep. You wake up to the smell of meats and other assorted cooked items. You guys get ready for the day. Head down, and the bartender, what's his name? Gentry. All right, here's the food. Eat up. I hope you all have a great day. Oh, and congrats on the rank up at the guild. He sees you guys'
Thank you.
patches. You're welcome. Alright, you guys might actually start earning some real coin from him now. Alright, so, the day is yours. What do you wish to do?
See if there's any tasks in the Adventurers Guild, if anybody wants to go.
You
I
guys
thought
aren't...
you were investigating. Like with
Yeah,
that.
we're still investigating. We can't just.
Didn't you want to? Didn't you pay him for?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell them about what I found out. No.
No, you did not. You can if you wish, though,
Hope this wasn't critical.
while you're eating.
Yeah, so like, well, Spot found this poster with this missing kid, and then we went to go see the kid's parents. Got a little bit of information about him, but not really that much.
Anything
Say.
any leads or anything?
Whoa.
As
Whoa,
as you're saying
okay.
this, the when you bring up the poster and the family spot.
A clue.
Kinda.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna pet him.
Don't touch Spot. You can only pet him if I say you can pet him.
Oh my god.
Buenos news, Steven.
Oh, I was just about to post that. Fuck.
Fastest memes in the West.
Oh yeah. Seeing those monstrosities. All right, so you guys heading back down to the rucksacks?
I want to go find the guy who's selling the pets.
Yeah, he was at the gates towards the rucksacks.
Okay.
All right, so as you make your way down, the guy's still there, or the guy has a reset up shop, and he goes, "Oh, hello, welcome back. So I actually do have the Crimson Weasel ready for you guys."
All right, I'll give him the other 25 gold, 25 silver that I.
Much appreciated, much appreciated. And like I said, the bullet shouldn't be too much longer.
Is there any like tips of how to take care of this creature, or is it just a regular evil weasel?
Well, this one likes to eat spicy food, so try to give him something spicy.
All right, I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna go to the alchemist lady. It says if she sees teeth, to give this to her.
Oh, thanks. Wait, so you're giving her the crimson?
I'm giving it to Tife, but I'm telling
Oh.
the alchemist when he sees her to give it to her.
All right,
Since Tife isn't here,
right.
I'm just giving it to her for temporarily, so it's not.
Can you gift wrap it? That'll work.
So, you guys ever played Neopets? It's like a pet. Since I'm
Right.
Tife's pet,
Obviously.
Pet.
Yeah.
So, Galrith, what do you want to do?
I would like to ask the guy if he's heard anything about these missing children.
Yeah, I have. Working so close to the docks, it's hard not to hear about it. It's quite unfortunate, but, you know, c'est la vie, such is life.
That's French in the universe?
So where do you go in the evenings? Because I noticed you packed up shop.
I go here and there. I stay at a local inn here. And, Lenny, give me a perception check. Very low DC, obviously.
If it's like less than 10, I wouldn't even need to make.
Oh,
I have a feeling it's probably
It's
gonna
okay.
try to die or something.
yeah. So you're looking at Spot, and Spot actually has his teeth bared at the gentleman. Well, he doesn't have his teeth bared. He's actually kind of recoiled in Xander's in Xander's arms, away from the guy.
Does Xander notice the way he's acting?
Yeah.
Alright.
Spot? No.
No, he's just recoiled. He's like trying to hug away from the guy.
It's okay, Spot. The bad guy won't hurt you anymore.
I'd like to walk over to the guy who's selling the pets, kind of like put my arm around him. I was like, tell him, so, Bud, why'd you sell us this dog here? He seems to be a bit unfriendly at times. You've ever experienced any bad handling with any dogs that you sell?
You hurt my
He's just a puppy. You know how they can be, emotional and kind of crazy, erratic, and all that. So, if you're looking for a trained one, I do have some trained ones here, like the Bernese Mountain Dog here is actually very well trained.
Wait.
I'm
What's
gonna
that mean?
ask if the dog has like had any rough childhoods or any sort of stuff, was taken away from the mother to an early age.
I don't know. Yeah.
Are you the breeder?
I'm not. I'm just the one that. I'm just the middleman.
How long did you have Spot before you sold him?
So maybe a week or so.
Interesting.
What? This guy hurt you or anything?
Give me an animal handling check, Sander.
Okay. Okay.
As like you're asking that, Spot is like baring his teeth slightly at the man.
Lyndon is gonna message to Aki to see to ask him to cast Speak with Animals to see if Spot has any information that might help us.
I suppose I can talk to the mutt.
Mutt? He has a name, good sir.
Yes, and so does our dragon, but I always never refer to him as it.
Boy.
Okay, speak with animals.
All right. Over the last day, as well as local places and creatures. All right. So,
Wouldn't it also know stuff it knows? Like, wouldn't it?
right. I mean, obviously. So, as you cast Speak with Animals, you hear, you kind of, the dog's growling, and you hear, "Fuck you, fuck you."
Okay, Spot has this Cretan has so chosen you to name. What can you tell us about this man and his behavior towards you?
Not like you can understand me, anyways.
I can.
What? At this point, to the rest of you, you just see Spot look up in his head, turn, huh?
Yeah, it's only for a limited time, but I can communicate with you.
Huh? Interesting. Well, I wasn't always a dog.
Oh,
You were always a dog.
Totally morphed.
Yes. What the ugly one said.
Wait, so when
None of you understand this. None of you understand him besides Aki.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, when I cast Detect Magic, Spot wasn't in the radius.
Correct.
Oh, that's interesting.
so
Just got unlucky.
Real boy?
that sucks for you.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a fucking dog. I was a boy.
Ask Spot how he feels about me.
Were you kidnapped from this area?
What do you think? Of course I was. So are all these people. The dog there, the big one. That's my best friend.
I see.
Oh.
And again, none of you understand him. The only one that can understand him is the key. So none of you have reactions. All you hear is this dog barking. You hear Key talking to the creature, and the dog. Woof, 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 woof.
And
What's he saying, boy? What's he saying?
give me a second, gentlemen. Now, is the man who sold you to us the man who turned you into a dog?
No, his brother is.
Brother, would you be able to track him down?
I know where he lives, the fucker.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna tear out his throat with my teeth. Grrr!
Probably not, but rad, let's do it.
No, tell me what you know.
Okay, so...
Spill the beans.
And I sort of move away from the dog seller or whatever. So Spot as
Oh, it's
Xander-
me, Max, by the way. Not
Max?
Spot.
Max.
Again, you don't understand him. The only one that understands him is the Key.
So the dog's name is actually Max. Max was a little boy who grew up here in this shithole, and he was abducted by the seller's brother, who also turned him into a dog.
Wait. So,
Alright, so does Lyndon hear that?
1 second, London. What, Xander?
Does that mean that all the missing people have been like turned into animals?
Yes.
Most likely.
Oh. Spot's a little boy.
Okay, before any of you get any ideas, Let's not immediately kill the one who did this.
All right, and now
I'm not gonna kill him.
I want to have a talk with him.
All right, one. Yeah, London, what's up?
I'm gonna take out my sword and try to do the detect magic thing using my 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah, magic all over this place. Each one of the animals and the cages
Can
themselves.
Can I try dispelling it on the dog?
On spot?
Yeah, if spell level is equal to, so I'm gonna make a 1d20 plus my spellcasting modifier. Oh, that doesn't work.
Nope.
Obviously.
But so what happens? Like it just bounces off of it.
Yeah, essentially, it's a grasper on the dog, but it doesn't seem to affect the dog.
I'm gonna use another spell slot and try again.
All right.
Damn. And you wonder where you run out of spell slots.
Hey, I'm trying to be helpful here.
Firing them boys off.
And you have one left, so.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Get.
Wow.
The chances of that.
This is a powerful magics we're dealing with. But there's some magics on this guy.
What are you talking about? There's no magic. These are dogs.
But for some reason, I'm detecting some transmutation magic on these guy.
Don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Can I use sense intention to try to figure out if he's telling the if he thinks he's, if he's aware of what's going on?
Or you can give me an insight check.
Well, the sense intention just boosts my insight.
All right.
Just make a wisdom save.
I'm like bullshit.
17.
Yeah, he passes. So
Get rid of
Jesus, Gilbert. I was gonna
Do
do
not.
that.
So Galith walks up and grabs him by the neck.
No.
Go! What are you doing? These are just
I'm working
dogs.
on the insight.
Yeah, he's lying.
Yeah, and it's like, you're not like, you're not like he's able to tell from like the tone or whatever. It's like, tell us the truth. We don't want to have to hurt you.
I'll do it.
Alright.
Give me an
Okay.
Lyndon, give me an intimidation check with advantage.
All right, I'm gonna also use the modulity to make my voice boom.
You already got advantage, my guy.
Yeah, I'm just doing it for flavor.
All right, that's fair. Yeah. He looks at you and goes, "I ain't gotta tell you shit."
All right, anybody else want to deal this? I don't want him right now.
Are you sure you don't know what's going on? I feel like you do, bud, and I feel like you should tell us what's going on.
Gareth, give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Is Galith holding grappling?
Oh yeah. So he goes, all right. I know they're the missing people, but look, at least they're being taken care of and they're loved. You know, they're getting foods in their bellies. It's a better life than they had out on the docks.
Max was a little boy.
But you took up the other choice.
Wait,
You don't have the right to do this.
Wait.
And you're selling them, so even worse.
Has 10 minutes passed yet?
Not quite, just about.
Okay. I'd like to ask Max if he is, in fact, living a better life.
Well, since I've been with you guys, I mean, it's been about the same. You haven't fed me.
Oh.
Xander, how could you?
Again, the only one that can hear him is a key. The only one that can understand him is a key.
I haven't fed you.
I apologize. I would have thought
I
the
gave you food.
considerate human over there would feed you during breakfast, but I will make sure.
All right, we can retcon and say that you did. Yeah, it's been overall better. It's the best meal I've had in a while.
Well, he, and I'd say to the rest of the group, well, Max isn't entirely unhappy with this new situation.
Oh, hold on, I didn't say that. I am still a dog.
He is, has a good meal. However, he is not happy being a dog.
I mean, but come to think about it, my life expectancy is probably still the same. So, you know, there's that.
No. Ask him how he thinks of me.
I'm not a seancer. You can do that in your free time.
I'm not an owl.
Well, I can't. Well, I don't understand him.
Well,
Make an Arcana check to know the nature of the magic. He has spent time with druids, as his race has druids.
You already did detect magic. You know it's transmutation.
Yeah, but would I know the exact spell?
No, you would not. And even an Arcana check wouldn't tell you the exact spell.
Damn it!
well, okay. Let's get this out of the way. We know this man is doing it. We know this man is knowledgeable that he is in fact doing it.
He has a brother who's also doing it.
Yes.
His brother is the actual spellcaster, so he's able to reverse it.
Yes. So now it begs the question: how should we punish this?
I don't think you should ask me.
We beat them.
We'll let the
As you
victims
guys are saying that, two guards kind of approach you guys.
Oh shit.
Yo, what's going on here? Why are you strangling this man?
This man turned this little boy into a dog.
He looks at you. He looks back at the guy and goes, what?
It's a
You
polymorph
heard me
spell.
correct.
Yeah, it's magic. Yeah. Him and his brother have been kidnapping all the children in the slums and turning them in.
You cut out, sorry.
Said him and his brother have been kidnapping all the children in the slum and selling them as pets after they changed them into animals.
Wait a minute.
And even
It
though
looks-
I would like a dog, I want a little kid as a dog.
He looks at the pet seller and goes, is this true?
Once again, try to intimidate him just by doing some
All right.
intimidating gestures.
Oh, give me like 1 second here. He looks at the guards. He looks at Galraithu. He hasn't been trying to get the claw off of his throat and goes, yeah, it's true. But look, they're leading. It doesn't matter. Shut your mouth. Dragonborn, I got him from here.
All right,
And
throw him over to him.
he takes him and he slaps some manacles on him. All right, where's your brother? I don't know.
You don't know?
He looks back and goes, all right, he's at the end.
Is the ferret a child?
They're all children.
Oh dear, this is going to be a problem.
Oh yeah.
Can we go to the mage in the city, the enchanter guy, and see if he knows any counter spells?
We could
Or
just
we can just
convince
swords.
the brother to reverse it.
You could convince him with Mr. Stabby.
Well, what do you guys suggest?
Let's get the brother to reverse the spell.
Let's see if he can, but let's see. We can't kill him because we have to at least figure out how to reverse the spell first.
So
I mean, if we
he's
do, we
gonna-
should let the victims decide the punishment. Or if they're affected.
Yeah,
he's
the guards
gonna-
are gonna be coming with you. There's gonna be some guards that are accompanying you. So
Okay?
keep that in mind.
Real fast. He's gonna let the other dogs out of the cages.
They all come bursting out as soon as you let them out, and they run to the rucksacks.
Before they do, Aki's gonna be like, "Alright, everybody, please stay with me, and we will all return you to your human form, or whatever race you were."
They look at you. They look at home. Give me a persuasion check.
Why do I need a persuasion check?
Because they have freedom and they can go home.
I mean, would they want to stay as a dog?
They
Like
they look at
animals?
you. They look at you and some of them begrudgingly follow you. But they all follow you.
Okay. So let's go get these puppies free.
You got the when you let the Bear News Mountain Dog out, it's a full-grown one, and it was in like a bear cage, and it's it just is coming up behind you, and you can and it's. All right.
puppy, and that one.
All right, so you take him to the inn, and this is a different inn. This inn's called the Rusty Spoon, here in the rucksack. And as you walk in, there's a little gnome behind the counter. Oh, hello, and what can I do for you?
I just
We're
realized you
here
don't
for.
have a description of this guy.
Oh yeah.
Nor a name.
Oh shoot. We didn't think this far
we,
ahead.
we still have the cellar though, right? Like
He was taken by the guards.
The
Oh,
guards were with us.
No, different set of guards is with you.
Oh, fuck me.
we. Do you know who the pet owner's brother is? The one down in the slum.
My client's business is none of my business. They just pay me to stay here. I don't
Oh,
inquire.
well, I owe him some money, so I wanted to pay him. You know, it'd be wrong not to pay him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Or deception.
Or deception. Give me deception.
You should let me do it.
Yeah, he looks at you and goes, well, you can pay the brother whenever you find him down at the corner of the rucksacks.
Yes, well, I mean, he's predisposed at the moment, and he told us to come here and pay his brother. Could we at least go to his room, and I will set the money down, even if he's not here.
I'm sorry, but no. If you wish, you can wait here in the lobby.
Wait, aren't there guards with us?
They're lagging a little bit behind, and they come busting in, and oh, what can I do for you, boys? We're here to. Oh, you guys are here too. We're here to see the person they're here to see. Oh, I suppose you weren't lying. All right, follow me. And the little crotchety woman stands up, very slowly grabs her cane and a giant key ring, and slowly begins to make her way up behind the counter. Thunk, 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 as she goes up the stairs, her heavy cane hitting. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Sorry, I'm so old. It's hard to walk these days. Thunk, 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 thunk. And she continues down the end of the hallway, and she's fiddling with this key ring. She's like, she's trying like 19. She's trying like 19 different keys. Oh, there we go.
Come on, lady.
Stand up, please.
Don't rush me, sonny. And the door swings open, and there's more cages with animals in it. And there's a dwarf sitting at a desk, writing at something. And he quickly turns around and goes, "What's going on here?" And the guards bust in.
This little boy into a dog.
The guards bust in and goes, "Right, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna turn these little boys back, or we're gonna cut you down right here." And his eyes go wild, and he goes, what? And I goes, "Do it now!" And the guy brings up this thing off his neck, and then goes to each one. He goes, all right. And he sets it on the forehead of each one, speaks a few words, and they begin reverting into their original forms. And
What is he?
the last one, he gets to a spot, and Xander's arm turns to this little dirty-faced boy with dirty brown yellow hair and blue eyes and big old smile on his face. And he was in the middle of licking Xander's face when he turns back and he goes, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then he gets out of Xander's arms very slowly. And he tries to, like, go after the dude. He's, like, clawing at him. And he goes, I'm gonna get you, you little piece of shit! And the guards... Yeah, you're holding the kid back, and the guards are holding the dwarf back, and the dwarf is just kind of laughing. And everybody else is sitting there with kind of confused looks on their faces. And the guards are like, well, if we're all done here... And they take the necklace off, and they toss it to you guys. Take that as payment. The city thanks you. And they cart off the dwarf.
I want to talk to Max before he goes.
The ferret's still at whatchamaflaces.
Yeah, I have to deal with that.
I want to talk to
Yeah, good
Max.
idea.
I'd like to grab the necklace.
All right, so Key, you got the necklace. Xander, what'd you say you want to do?
I want to talk to Max.
All right, and then Aki and, or sorry, Lyndon and Oz, you said that you guys want to go talk to.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to go find the ferret and
Well, 1 second. So you can talk to Max on the way to the alchemist. And oh, thank you so much for your help.
No problem, kid. And well, I guess you can go back to your family.
Well, this is true, but I'm worried about the others. You see, I'm the only one out of all of them that actually had a family to go back to. The rest of them are orphans.
Is there anything I can do?
We could figure something out. But hey, before you go, I give him a little bit of gold.
How much you giving him?
I'm giving him like 10 gold.
His eyes go super wide, like, we can, what, you sure?
Yeah, take it, kid.
He begins to cry and he holds on to your arm, and he goes, thank you so much, thank you, but what about my friends?
We'll help.
I'm gonna give him 20 gold for them.
He takes the gold and he goes, and it's kind of like spilling over his hands. He's kind of got to like hold it up to his chest, like, and he goes, this is a lot.
You need it more than me.
And he takes the base of his shirt and he kind of makes an apron out of it. He goes, thank you so much. I'll make sure everybody finds a decent place. We'll figure something out. Thank you so much. And he takes off down the road.
No problem, kid.
And he takes off down the road.
It's alright, Alexander. I know you wanted a dog. I'll find another one. That's not a polymorph kid.
So you guys head back to the back to the Silverleaf, and the ferret's sitting there on the counter. Oh, hello, boys. What can I do for you?
I need the ferret back, please.
All right, sure, no problem. She picks it up and hands it to you.
All right, I'm gonna try to once again try to dispel it.
So you're not quite sure how this thing works. Give me a knowledge check.
All right, I was trying to use the normal dispel magic. But
Oh, I mean, yeah, that works too.
Hopefully, I get better luck this time. Oof.
I'll say for the sake of this, you managed to dispel it, and it's actually a little brown-haired girl with bangs down below her eyes, very, very dirty, kind of in like a potato sack for clothing. And she looks up and goes, "Well, that wasn't fun."
All right, I'm gonna escort her back to where Max and all the other kids are.
And as you do that, sorry, give me 1 second. As you do that, Carnesta just kind of looks at you, the drow, and goes, "What in the fuck was that?"
We were investigating a missing children, and we found out that the children were actually polymorphed to some animal.
Right.
And we thought they were pets at first, and I was going to give it as a pet to Tife, but I don't think even Tife would approve of this level of evilness.
Yeah, that's a little strange. That's a little strange. Good on you guys. Good on you guys.
But my mount. Can't we keep like one child to polymorph back?
No.
That is 100% up to you.
Into a snow bee.
Into a snow bee. All right.
So, what does that necklace do?
So you head back. 1 second. You don't know yet. So you head back. You know it's some kind of polymorph or unpolymorph or something. So you take the little girl back, and Max is talking with all the children and showing them the shitload of gold that you guys gave them. Yeah, and they're all like super excited. And as you guys reapproach with her, the group goes around and hugs her and like, "Oh, welcome back, welcome back!" And thank you again for all the help you've given us. It's been wonderfully appreciated. We shall put this gold to good use.
No problem, kid.
No problem, really.
I'm sorry, Mr. Xander. One day you'll find a good pet, I promise.
Yeah.
And he
Okay,
runs up.
buddy, I'm in
He runs up and gives Xander a big ol' hug, and he kind of snuggles his head into Xander's chest. Thank you again. You won't be forgotten.
That was probably one time I'm gonna be nice. Even pirates gotta be nice sometimes.
And the little boy takes back off with the rest of the group, and you hear some happy commotion from further in the rucksacks.
You crying pirate.
Arthur leans over and goes, "Well, that was good of you to do."
Yeah.
All right.
Lyndon would do that if he had money to spare. But after paying back a key, he's now broke.
You know who isn't? The key.
All right. Well, I think that would probably be a good place to stop.
Yeah.
To